Hey, this is Aaron, and today I'm going to talk about a Honda CR-V in the touring package with the hybrid powertrain. So this particular one is in Sonic Gray. That's the name of this color. Almost looks like a baby blue, but not quite. A little bit of gray in there, so you can see it. I like it. I like this color because it kind of brings out this blue that designates this as a hybrid. So the hybrid model here has a 4-cylinder engine. That little engine is kind of down-tuned. It's an Atkinson cycle with a hybrid everything else, right? So it's running with it's still all-wheel drive. So this Honda, even with the hybrid, this is still all-wheel drive, and it's running the motor through the transmission in order to create that hybrid powertrain, do the brake regeneration, all of that stuff. Fuel economy rating in this is 38 miles to the gallon. That's the combined rating. On the highway, it's 34. And you expect a little more in the city. My experience so far has been the highway number is pretty close to reality. My highway test on this, I did a quick loop, 20 odd miles, freeway, pretty much freeway only, other than pulling out of the fuel and back into the fuel stop. So you're looking at that 34, you'll get pretty close to that if you're an average driver, if you're not doing anything to, to hypermile, trying to mod that pedal, hold yourself off, all that stuff. So if you just drive like a regular person, you will get pretty close to that highway rating. As for the 38 miles to the gallon, if you primarily drive in the city, you will see that number. It's very easy to get the fuel economy ratings for this hybrid here. So, nicely done vehicle. Otherwise, it is all CR-V. Huge interior, big cargo area, lots of space and seating, nicely laid out. There are a few things I would expect to see in a touring package like this. To buy this, you're spending about $35,950, so about $36,000, and that's delivered. If I were spending that much money, I would want a couple of extra things that would, in effect, make the hybrid a little more efficient. Cooled seating. It's summertime here, right? Even in Wyoming, summertime means 80 odd degrees a day. I really would like to see cooled seats. That would cut down on your use of AC. That would help. Also, just the adaptive cruise works really well. Nicely done in this, but it misses sometimes. It's a little hesitant occasionally. That's kind of a Honda trait. It's not just this vehicle. That happens in a lot of the Hondas I've been in. Interestingly, it does not happen in Acura. So it's a Honda only thing. I like the ride quality, rides really well. Feels good to drive it. It's not too, not weak. You know, you think of a hybrid, you think maybe it's weak. This is not weak at all. Drives really well. It's powered just right for the vehicle. It's not fast, but it's not slow. So it still feels like a Honda to drive it. And that's a big thing because Honda fans really want to have that first 10 miles to the 10 miles an hour, you know, that get up from the light or the stop sign or whatever, to really feel like you're going somewhere. And this does that. So nicely done overall. I'm impressed with this. I think the hybrid option for this was a really good move for Honda. I think they really needed to do that. So good job. Overall, nice vehicle. Still a CR-V. So if you know the CR-V, if you like the CR-V, if you're a fan of the CR-V, moving to the hybrid, you're not losing anything other than a spare tire. This has an inflation kit, not a spare. But other than that, you don't lose anything going to the hybrid. So nicely done. Honda did a good job here. That's what I got.